So listen, you should be able to go through his phone, but you have to probably say this first, which is, I know you look at other women. I'm not concerned about that. I just want to see if I can trust you or if you are trustworthy. That might be a good way to preference everything, letting him know, like, hey, I know you look at women because Rick the Don told me. But at the same time, what I should not, here's what you should not see. You should not see him having sexual conversations with women. You might see him having conversations in general. You might even see him having semi-flirty conversations with women. I mean, just like maybe too much conversation that might offend you. But if you don't see anything around the realm of, hey, when can we meet up? Hey, can you send me your nude? Like, you don't see anything like that, give him a little grace, because look, men are very, very like sexual people, and I'm telling you. And here's when you should be upset. If every time he asks you for it and you give it to him, and you know you are constantly in awareness as it relates to his sexual needs, you're like taking care of him and he didn't even ask. Like that's the biggest flex a woman can have, is to take care of her man without him asking. And the woman who does that is always going to be around a guy. Like any woman that's taking care of a guy's sexual needs without him saying, hey, can we tonight? Any woman doing that is top tier. And I know it's unfair because, like, hey, I have a life too. I get all of that, but I'm just telling you how we think and how we see things. But no, you should not see him having overly or overtly sexual conversations with women. You might see some flirting because guys just like to have feminine energy, especially if you're one of those women who just like, you want to have sex once a week. Your man's phone is just flooded with women all over the place, and it could be a problem. But yeah, he should do it. If not, then you should know what that means, especially if you've given him that disclaimer, which is, I know you look at women. You might even talk to him occasionally. I get all of that. So I'm not going to be upset if I see that. If you give him that speech and he still doesn't want you to go in, that's because he cheated. All right.